Badgers headed back to Pasadena to the Rose Bowl against Oregon. Jonathan Taylor, what's your reaction to going to the Rose Bowl?
I'm really excited. Rich tradition here with this program and the Rose Bowl. You think of college football and you think about bowl games. The Rose Bowl is one of the first things to come up, so it's just an honor and privilege to be able to go out there, Pasadena, and put on a show for one more time, this season.
Of course, the college bowl landscape has changed a lot, but the Rose Bowl still means Pac-10, Big Ten, doesn't it?
Yeah, it still is. It still represents one of the major bowl games in college football, and this program has a rich, deep tradition with it, and I'm proud that we'll be able to go out there, one more time and add on to that.
You've been having a great career here at Wisconsin, and obviously some career choices are coming up. Are you playing in the bowl game?
Really, we had a opportunity to go out there this season, earn the right to play in the Big Ten championship. Didn't go exactly how we wanted it to go, but we also earned the right to play in the bowl game, and especially after that championship game, want to definitely make sure I hope my team finish out right.
Yeah, and you'll be there. You'll be playing.
Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah. This program has had a great tradition of going to bowl games and winning bowl games. How important is it for this group to continue that tradition?
It's very important. Really, when you got a tradition that's this deep in this kind of program, you want to make sure that you do everything in your power to continue it, carry that torch, and make the alumni proud.
All right. That's Jonathan Taylor. Badgers headed back to Pasadena. The Badgers are headed back to Pasadena, the Rose Bowl against Oregon, January 1st. And Chris Orr, you got to be looking forward to that. What were your first impressions when you heard you were going to the Rose Bowl?
Excited. We have a rich history of playing in that game and being champions in that game. So it'd be an honor, to come back, and be as one of those Wisconsin teams to be a Rose Bowl champion.
When you were growing up in Texas, how much did you follow the Rose Bowl?
I watched the Rose Bowl a lot. I saw a lot of Rose Bowl games. Probably my first memory of the Rose Bowl is unfortunately Wisconsin and TCU. I was cheering for Wisconsin, though, to be honest. And, it's just one of those historic bowl games that you always watch. Something special always happens in that game.
When this team had lost 2 in a row back at the end of October, how did you get from there to going to a January 1st Rose Bowl?
We just knew what we needed to do. Go 1-0 every week like we always strive to do. Play our best football in November, and on throughout the rest of the season. So we knew what we had to do, and we definitely did that and accomplished that. So I'm definitely proud of how resilient we show we could be, how dominant we show we can be when we need to be.
This is the 18th straight year that Wisconsin has gone to a bowl game. You've won the last 5. How important was it for this group to continue those traditions?
It's extremely important. You want to show consistency throughout the program, throughout our football tradition. Being great teams that end our season on a high note. It's always fun when you can do that. Off season is always a little better when you finish with a win.
Yeah. Back to the bowl games, the Rose Bowl for the Badgers, January 1st. Not only does Zack Baun play for the Wisconsin Badgers, he's a lifelong resident of Wisconsin. So what does going to the Rose Bowl mean to you?
It means a lot. Since my time here in Wisconsin and at this program, it's all over the walls, in the locker room, in the hallways. You see Rose Bowl this, Rose Bowl that. It's truly an honor to be a part of that and the history and tradition here at Wisconsin.
And you face a very good Oregon team. What do you expect out of that game from what little you know about Oregon? Right?
Yeah, I don't know much. I've been focused on something else, but it'll be a good game. It always is. Pac-12 versus Big Ten is always huge. And just the history behind the game, there's a lot of hype, and Pasadena is a beautiful place.
A month ago, after a couple of straight losses, who knows where the season would have gone. How did you get from that point to playing in the Rose Bowl on New Year's Day?
Yeah, there's been a lot of adversity this season. Losing to Illinois and Ohio State in the middle of the season. We just knew we had to play our best football at the end of the season. That was what was most important for us and the team, and just keeping your mind right and everyone on board that we had goals at the beginning of the season, and they're still accomplishable.
And you look at the program as a whole, 18th straight bowl appearance. You've won your last 5 bowl games. I mean, those are traditions that this group certainly wants to continue, right?
Yeah, I mean, my senior class hasn't lost a bowl game since we've been here, and we're just trying to carry on that tradition. And it speaks a lot to this program and the guys that have come before us, the work they put in, because these games aren't always they're not just given; they're always earned.
Zack Baun of the Badgers headed to Pasadena.